Good morning. It is Tuesday, November 8th, 2022. It is 9:07 in my locale. As you can tell by the way I'm dressed, I don't work today. So I took a little bit more stretch time this morning to take care of a few things. So let's get started. 77 degrees and sunny. The tide is low on the Florida Bay, so I can see the birds sitting out there because I just went outside to go check on something. All right. So it looks like it's going to be a really, really nice day. So let's go towards daily Zen poem. Look at how our heads and feet are capped and shod without a second thought. It is like the man who has a long beard but does not anguish at its length, until that one day someone asked him how he arranged it when he went to bed. First he put it inside and then outside the coverlet, and the whole night he spent looking for the best position, and tossed and turned until the dawn of day. In the end he wanted only to chop it off. Although this fable is light and humorous, still contains a much deeper meaning. When I asked the Dharma about this, he smiled and nodded his assent. That is Sushi 1073. Okay. That's going to take some thinking. Other than, you can see, you might be able to say, I haven't shaved in 2 days, and I was considering growing my beard back, but so it's funny that they mention that, but I think I'm going to get rid of that. I think tomorrow morning when I hit the showers, it's going to go. So, daily room poll. Okay, that's the rune of defense. So let's take a look. 102. 102. Okay, it's Ihwaz. Yeah, we've pulled this one before. As we're tested to fund the power to avert blockage and defeat, we develop in ourselves at the same time an aversion to the conduct which creates stress. If there's an obstacle, we remember that delays can prove beneficial. Don't be overly eager to press yourself or to make your influence felt. Patience is the counsel that this rune calls for. No acting needy, lusting after a desired outcome. Okay, let's see. Difficulties that arise in the beginning of a new life. It also announces a time of waiting for a spring to fill up with water, for example. Perseverance and foresight are work here. The ability to foresee consequences before you act is a mark of a profound person. Avert anticipated difficulties through right action, and even more than we are doers, we are deciders. And so once the decision is clear, the doing becomes effortless. I'll kind of keys into that. Okay, let's see. See if we can get Queso out of the blankie. Come here. Obligatory Queso view. You got to snort. Back to bed. Okay. I woke him up. Half woke him up. All right, so let's do this. Let's talk about the message of the day. I really kind of didn't have a real message of the day. I figured I would let the guidance of the runes and the poetry kind of work its way through. And the only thing I can come up with today is that sometimes we do things without thought. And we've talked about flow state in the past. You know, if you are trying to do something and you are, working at it, sometimes just deciding to do it is more than enough to keep it moving forward. And that's a great thing. It's a fantastic thing. For example, see if I can approach it to me. We have one of our naturals is being a little snotty. And the other day we have one of our supervisors that I told you was getting a little snotty. I had to go over to the marina yesterday to get some paperwork done and all that type of thing. And it was no big deal. It got done. And, as I walked over and, was talking to everyone because, they're right there. Hi, how are you? What's going on? I have Queso with me. We're all doing good. This young person, and I do mean young person, uh, treated her as I normally treat her every day of the week. And she just, as soon as I opened my mouth, she just turned around and walked away. Didn't even acknowledge my presence or anything else. And I went, okay, so somebody's going to have a tantrum. Fine. That's fine. We're adults, which means we want to do without doing. Something's on the roof. So we want to do without doing. We want to decide what to do, and then simply move forward with it. And then in that way, we don't have to worry about concentrating on things, or what am I going to do, or what's the name of. Many things that we do, we overthink about, and we overanalyze them. Sometimes it's just get up and just go do it. I have a couple kitchen things to do today. Am I going to overanalyze it and overthink it? No, I'm just going to get up and do it. And when I do it, it's a 5-minute job. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to do it and get it done. Okay. So, a lot of people, they sweat these details. And I admit I overthink stuff too. I'm not an innocent on that one. I'm getting better at being able to not overthink these things and not worry about these things. Okay. So that is our message to you today. There's got to be something you're doing, but not like this fellow with the beard. Like, how do you arrange it when you go to bed? Well, I didn't really think about it because I just did it. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not very happy. It's a mess now. Don't let other people take you off the track. Okay. So you can do the work that you need to do without thinking about it. And if somebody does ask you, maybe the right thing to do is to say to them, I've never given it a lot of thought. It always just is what it is. And that's the message. Sometimes things are what they are, and sometimes people are what they are, and we have to adapt to it. Okay, we have to adapt from it. A young person telling me what I'm going to do and why the junior naturalist is deciding who's going and doing what, and then when they get caught lying, that can be a real challenge. Oh, you called the boss? Did you wake him up? What do you mean? Well, why don't we call together? Let's talk to him again. I said, well, you can do that if you want, but I was like, well, if you already did it, then why would you be so afraid? Right? There should be no reason that the marina manager would not want to corroborate what he had said 5 minutes earlier. Right? Man, that type of thing will get you in trouble. Beware of that. But you just very peacefully, if you called and he said it, I understand completely. I would like to hear him say it to me and to you at the same time, so we both have an understanding. Yeah, they back off real quick with stuff like that. So don't be afraid to smile and step forward in their faces. And that's what I think I'm going to do today. I think I am going to go for a walk. I do have to do that stuff in the kitchen, which won't take very long. And I think I've cleaned the rest of the rig. I'm now just have to do the floor. So today is going to be a very light and easy day for me. I might do some writing. I'm working on something for work. I told you. I found the book I was looking for because I went over to the National Park Service and they were kind enough to help me. So we're going to take care of that. Okay. So, yeah, that's it. That's my only message of the day. Enjoy yourself. Don't get caught up in the other nonsense that's going on around us. Spend more of your time being happy and being productive and doing things for those that are like-minded, that share your values, and that have something to offer. I think it would be a much better way to spend your day doing that than worrying about where you put your beard when you sleep. I'll see you guys tomorrow.